dear to me still to this day, that actually call it out to me. And I was like, oh, you're right. And she's like, it's your superpower. It's part of that.
From a point of view of evolution of leadership styles, because, there are so much academic books written on leadership styles, and I don't want to go there, but what are the practical leadership style have worked for you, which you use on a regular basis and you tune into, or you just think like that? So what's your thought process going into a meeting where there's a lot of friction? You know upfront there's a lot of friction happening, and this decision, when I have to pass this on. And what kind of leadership hat do you wear in those scenarios, and how you tackle those things?
When I did an internship as a consultant, one of the clients said to me, Ashley, something consultants lose all the time, make sure you don't lose it, is your approachability. And although I left consulting quite a few years ago now, I've taken that as my core of my leadership, of always being approachable by anyone, really. And I find what that means is I get a lot of people that come to me, particularly in those heated conversations, whether it's before these meetings or after these meetings, where people want to bounce ideas, or I quite often am that center that people will gravitate to. I am a quiet leader. I won't be the most vocal. I won't be the one that's throwing my hat or my dummy at everyone else in the room. But what that means is when I talk, people listen, because I may not talk as often, but when I do, everyone listens, which is something that I hadn't realized I had until it was a mentor of mine that's very dear to me still to this day that actually called it out to me. And I was like, oh, you're right. And she's like, it's your superpower. It's part of that. But really, I do believe in making sure everyone is heard. And sometimes you have to take everyone on the journey to get to the desired outcome. I seem to be quite a quick thinker. I don't know if it's the engineer in me where I can jump to the solution. But what I have learnt after I'll say many years, a number of years, is that you actually have to take others on the journey to get to that right outcome. You can't just, dictate, this is the outcome, this is what we're doing.
You talk to the problem for long enough, and then that solution becomes apparent. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you give the solution, no, I'm not doing it. Let's talk to the problem. Let's repeat the problem n number of times so that, oh, yes, we have to solve this now. What could be the solution? That's what I prepared earlier.
Yeah, very much so. And
That's good. That's good.
Weakness is a negative word, but in my leadership style is
acknowledging what you can't do or can do.
Is I'm blunt. So when I'm stressed, I get blunt. And I'm impatient. So if we're taking too long on this journey, sometimes I do have to take a deep breath and know that we're going to get to the outcome at the end.